Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to Denver Motorsports Park. This track right here, we debuted it last season in T-Mobile, and here we are again for our second time ever here in the series. So let's get on down to your starting lineup here. On the pole, Andrew Miller next to him, Joshua Osborne third, Kyle Matthews fourth, Mitchell Collins fifth, Jack Halleck, he's looking for some redemption today, as well as Trent Dunham. 7th, Levi McIntyre. 8th, Carson Gum. 9th, Zach Rogers. He's also looking for redemption. And completing the top 10. I drew it blank right there. Jonathan Zorlin. He's just your starting lineup from 11th on back. And on the final row, we have Vince Freeze and Rob Evans. Bad qualifying efforts again for both of those drivers right there. So coming into this race, for race number 6, again, we mentioned from our last race there, Michael Norman retained the points lead over Carson Gum. Only lost one spot, though. Fitzwater jumped up 3. Then you got Pollard in 4th. Kyle Keith fell back down to 5th. Angel Navarro jumped up 11 spots up to 6. A great run for that 96 team with that win. Seth Cole remained in 7th. Vince Freeze jumped up to 8th. Phil Parker was the biggest mover. He jumped up 15 spots into the top 10 in points. And completing the top 10, William Brock. A couple drivers fell out. Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews are the two that fell out of the top 10. And Carter Friesen, also a big mover. He gained 14 spots. He jumped from dead last to 28th. So we're about ready to hit the command of fire engine. So let's go down trackside and get those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command that's been given. 27 laps around this very unique track. So pace car along with the 42 fellow drivers that are now out and away. And everyone going around, which is a good sign right there. My bad. Andrew Miller, though, first pole of the season. Cannot wait to see what he can do today. Pace car making its indication of coming down pit road very shortly. You're seeing as they're off the final turn. Had a little bit of a belch right there. And now the pace car makes its descent. It is showtime, folks. We're getting ready. Race number 6 of the season. And we are green flag racing here at Denver. See, Jack Halleck messed up off of turn 3, coming into turn number 4. Now this is where he's going to get his run. And completing lap number 1, going to be Andrew Miller in the Lowe's Chevrolet. See, Halleck in that number 7 car there, still working on Richard Johnson. I really just said Richard Johnson. Wow, that's bad. Joshua Osborne. I probably have been watching too many FBRL races to think that's Richard all of a sudden. Oh, got a car scraping the wall in the rear. That's Jay Jefferson in the 45. Really scraping the wall right there, and he's going to fall to the rear of the field. And you can do that coming off of turn 1. Not really much into turn 3, but turn 1 definitely so. You can see these cars will be spread out throughout this pack. You'll see some 2 wide, see some 3 wide. You may even see some 4 wide. Yeah, you kind of don't want to be really on that outside line. I mean, you can get a little bit, but not a whole lot of run. You want to be on the inside coming into 1 and 2, and you want to be on that middle line on that 3 and 4 so that way you get that run at the very end. And Charles Sanford, look at him going past the commitment line right there. I think that's the, I think it's like where the apron is right there, that white line right there. Kyle Matthews, he is hunted down that 31. He's waiting to make that move very wisely, trying to make sure the 31 goes up the course. So that way the 5 makes a move. Coming on the inside line, heading into 1 and 2. Tracking away kind of is similar to Kentucky in a way, but more flat. See a battle for position. That's Mitchell Collins and Levi McIntyre. That's for the top 5 position. McIntyre wants it. Collins trying to hang on. McIntyre is going to fight hard with the spot, but you see up ahead a battle for the lead. We'll stick with Zach Rogers right here so you can see both of those battles at the same time. McIntyre gets the pass on Collins, and now back up to the front of the field. Miller getting a run on that high line on the back straightaway. And this is where he's going to get that run right here coming into turn 3. Got a little bit of an advantage, but now Matthews using all that power in that inside line. Now here comes Zach Rogers in the 40 for third. More cars scraping the wall. We remain green for now. Making sure everyone's okay. And I think the car that hit the wall may have been the 9 of Shelton. Because she went way, way far back as they're 4 wide for a position. Kukulon in the wall. Bishop getting held up in the process. Wow, RJ really getting held up by Kukulon. But again, we remain green in this race, and Miller has lost the lead to Kyle Matthews. Rogers goes for second. Halleck about runs over the 31. And now Miller free-falling to the rear of the field. Goes to 31. Look at Halleck trying to slip underneath Rogers for second. And Halleck with a nice run. Trying to really make a pass on that 40. Couldn't clear. Whoa, and Collins pushes the 40 up the course a bit. That's going to help Halleck a little bit here. Completes the pass. Now he wants Matthews for the lead. But this is where Halleck, he's probably not going to get the lead right here because that's where Matthews has really been strong right here. But look at Halleck fighting back on that low line right there. Coming to the line, they got a long way to go. There's some skid marks on the front straight. Is the caution out? And yes, it is. Caution is out for the first time today. And Halleck barely beat Zach Rogers. Caution is out for what looks like Rob Evans in the 8. And his day going from bad to worse. But that was a caution mainly the top 6 did not want to see at all. Because mainly the fact that the 20 of Joshua Osborne is now, along with the rest of the pack, they're going to now catch up with the 31 and others. Looks like it happened around mid-pack, too, because you see them really separate right here. See if these drivers come on down pit road this time by. And it does not look like they are. Oh, never mind. Looks like they are coming down. They normally when they give notification that they're coming down pit road, they at least give a pretty clear sign, but not with these drivers. With this track right here, it's a little different. So it looks like they're going to stay out, but instead they do come on down. Looks like possibly a 2-car spin that you see, but main culprit was Rob Evans in the 8-car. A little bit of calamity on pit road you're hearing. Oh, and Friesen, I think got stuck, and yeah, he teleported. Oh, and around goes Hudson. I think he got involved with Shelton. Oh, another one. That's, I think, Dylan Young. Rob Evans on pit road as well. Dollarton, I think, could have been the other one, too. We'll take a look at the replays in a bit. But the leader, I believe we were getting word, is the 7 of Halleck. And indeed the case. Halleck out in front today, and I believe, did I just see? Oh, nope, I'm just hallucinating. I thought I seen front end damage on the 33, but yeah, you're used to seeing a lot of things. Caution's out. Halleck, your leader. Let's take a look at ourselves, our first caution. We see Rob is starting to work his way up through the field. as he got around R.J. Bishop for the position. See, they were just in a tight 4-wide squeeze, and Shelton's going to get a good little run off the 14 of Rob Evans. Just a little too tight of a run there, and then the 14 then goes into the 8. The 44 was the other car that spun around right there. And thankfully, no one really got into each other except for that little scuffle, which is a good sign right there. Look at Sebastian Kukalon. Oh, wow, he just missed it. But Evans did smack the wall right there, so the Budweiser Chevrolet is going to be off the pace a little bit. Not by a whole lot. Now, let's see what happened to Friesen in the 66. See what happened. Because he had to teleport down to pit road here. Okay, here's Friesen. See what happened. He's in the stall. Oh, wow. Young got into the 17 of Jesse Turner, and it got into Friesen. Wow. Miscommunication on two different drivers and another innocent bystander. Going to get put possibly a lap down because of it. Caution is out. Take it back to the green. Welcome back. You've not missed much. Friesen is 2 laps down as of what we speak of. Still on pit road, which we're quickly showing you right now. There he is, trying to get whatever they can fixed, and they're still towed, I believe. I don't know if they're towed or if they got penalized, but man, the NNSCRA officials not being too kind to Friesen. Jack Halleck out in front today. Next, or behind him, Mitchell Collins. Third, Levi McIntyre. Carson Gum, your 500 winner. He'll restart 4th. 5th, Trent Dunham. 6th, JT Bryant. 7th, Joshua Osborne. 8th, Phil Parker. 9th, Derek Campbell. Completing top 10, Kyle Matthews. 11 through 20th, Andrew Miller. Wes McCoy. Charles Sanford. Cole Devers. Steve Holler 3rd. Johnny Gardner. Jonathan Sorlin. Zachary Fitzwater. Zach Rogers. And Adam Garcia that complete your top 20. And now they're finally getting the service done on the 66. Yeah, it was a tow. And now, pace car already down pit road. They're working on the left sides. But in the meantime, Halleck is going to lead the field down. Back to green flag racing here at Denver. Now the 66 is back out on the course. Finally. I guarantee you that 66 team is probably not going to be too happy about what happened with Young and Turner on that one. And already you can see Rob Evans off the pace. Look at the Fords, though. Halleck, Collins, and McIntyre all up in the front. Best Pontiac right now is the 10 of Gum. The best Chevy is Trent Dunham. Best Dodge, the 01 of Derek Hamill. Barely hanging into that top 10 slot right there. But the Pontiac of Pollard III really making an aggressive move. Look at Wes McCoy, Johnny Gardner, Andrew Miller. See Cole Devers slip up the course a little bit in the 29 now, trying to battle for the 3, and we'll get it. Battle for the lead. Collins wants the spot. McIntyre willing to help the 7, but the 99 really messed himself up right there. Halleck trying to fight on that high line with all he can. That 7 car is pretty dang strong, I'll tell you that. He held his ground on the high line. And look at Halleck. He's going to lead the lap coming to the line. Without a doubt. I don't know if he's going to hold on to that lead coming into turn 1. He's really trying to clear that 26. Oh, man, you can see he's trying. Look at Gum pushing the 99 up the course. Wow, Halleck and Collins there really working together. Car in the wall, that's Dylan Young in the 92. Remember, him and Turner had a little scuffle on pit road. As Collins has now finally taken the lead from Halleck. Carson Gum now all over the rear bumper of the 7. And now McIntyre, he wants his 3rd spot back. He's really going to give Carson Gum a run for his money. Remember, that 10 car kind of pushed the 99 up the course a little bit earlier. Joshua Osborne going underneath Trent Dunham for a spot. We'll take it. Now Halleck wants the lead back. Don't count out your Atlanta winner, JT Bryant. He's starting to make his way up there again. Halleck. All over the rear, trying to make him slip up the course. Bumper to bumper. 3 wide, possibly for the lead. Oh, the leaders are making contact, and around goes Mitchell Collins. Right in front of the field. Matthews, Osborne, Dunham in a big crash. Oh, and a big crash. Halleck upside down as the 7, and the big one strikes. Oh, and a big, huge pile up here at Denver. Adam Garcia now flipping over. That was the big one for sure, and it happened right in front of the field. Michael Norman, the points leader, also involved. Holy cow, that was the leaders taking each other out first through third. And they're saying Carson Gum. Oh, Jonathan Zorlin plowed Levi McIntyre. What was that about? What was that about? What? I'm just under shock. I really am. Well, 3 cars are really in contention. Probably 2 now because of what happened to McIntyre. JT Bryant right now in 4th. 5th, Fitzwater. 6th, Miller. 7th is Deaver. 8th is Jefferson. 9th is Keith. And completing the top 10, coming at the line, is probably going to be Seth Cole. Holy cow, that was probably the biggest wreck I've ever seen at this track. And now RJ Bishop coming on down pit road. Aaron Macklin, Chris Dollarton, Angel Navarro. Look at the cars littered on pit road as well. Johnny Gardner, Zach Winkle, Sebastian Kukla, Trent Dunham, Phil Parker, Benjamin Miles, Derek Hamill, and Charles Sanford. William Brock, Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Vince Freeze, and Nathan Hudson also coming down pit road as well. Look at all these cars littered there. Jack Halleck, you got a feel for him. Had a great car. And unfortunately, it will be an end to the nation's Rent Ford. Definitely not what they needed at all. Him, Collins, and McIntyre, all 3 of them got involved in the crash. McIntyre escaped, but then Zorlin, for whatever reason, plowed the 99, and that really hurt not only his chances of at least finishing the race, but that hurt McIntyre's possible top 5 run there, let alone podium. They're issuing a red flag from what we were hearing, but caution's out. Let's take a look at ourselves. Our second caution, the big one, strikes at Denver. Well, again, you got to feel for all 3 of these drivers. They were bound for the lead. I think Halleck was trying to give room to McIntyre, but he just had a good run on that high line. You see, just make a little bit of contact right there. They go into Levi McIntyre. Watch Gum, you see on that high line right there, past JT Bryant, about hit the wall. They make it through. Watch Kyle Matthews in the 5 car there. Thought he was going to make it through. Gets a little piece right there. Goes into a slide. And then Joshua Osborne. Nowhere to go for him. Oh, Bryant got into McIntyre too. Never mind about JT. He did get involved. And then look at Joshua Osborne. One of like 4 cars that was up in the air at this point. Zach Rogers just nowhere to go. Oh, man. There's Halleck on his side. Look at the track is blocked at this point. Like, if you make it through, you get lucky. Kev Shearer, nowhere to go. Watch Kyle Keith in the 93. Oh, man, just a plow right there. Keith did get involved. Garcia, Seth Cole. I don't think any driver made it through that wreck from that point on. Wow, Jessica Sheldon, whoever she hit, or whoever her sent into the 7. Oh, man, Dylan Young got into the 9 again. Which then goes into Garcia. Rob Evans going into Jesse Turner right there. I believe Evans, oh, wow, look at, someone lost some little bit of debris right there. I think that was the 44. Norman flipped over. How did the 18 flip? I'm curious to know. I think roughly about 8 cars made it through the actual portion of the wreck. Everybody else got at least either a little bit damaged or majorly, and they're out of the race. What happened to the 18 here? Oh, my. Wow, that was the 19 at the 26 with the 21 right behind him. There's Norman, there's Kugelon, Winkle, Bishop, Flickinger, Macklin. Oh, it was Flickinger and Dollarton with also help of Kev Shearer. Sends the Interstate Batteries Pontiac up and over. Now the question will remain is this. Where will Norman finish? And where will the others that are close by also finish? Because I believe my memory serves me correctly. That 29 car, yeah, he made it through. That's a scary sight right there. And the funny thing, too, is Carter Friesen, he's seen all the wrecking happen. Remember, he got caught 3 laps down after, the pit road incident, and he actually made it through all the entire portion of the wreck. You see Matthews, and he kind of, had to move high. And you can see that 66 scattering. Like if it was running in the 90s right here. You see RJ Bishop right here. Then he kind of sees him and... oh, wow. He just sideswiped the 97. Almost got involved. That was a sudden scare because that would have made Friesen automatically dead last right there. And then you see, makes it through right there. Caution's out. Second time today. Take it back to the green. Well, we already went back to green. My apologies. So let's quickly go through the top 10 when we go through the line. When they cross the line, rather. So my apologies for that. I just accidentally hit a little too much there on the acceleration. Well, never mind on that. The caution is back out again. I think you just heard it. And it was Deaver, no caution. Wow, no yellow. I think he spun in the grass. But regardless, here's your top 10 rundown. They include Carson Gum, Wes McCoy, Andrew Miller, J.T. Bryant, Jay Jefferson, Zachary Fitzwater, Jesse Turner, Seth Cole, Levi McIntyre, Steve Paul III, Rob Evans. That's your top 10. Kyle Keefe with a little more damage. He's an 11th. And 12th at the line will be Deaver. And also, I don't know if you just noticed, Carter Friesen's 14th after everything that happened. 2 laps down. My apologies. I thought he was 3 laps down, but he's not. Out of the race after the big one. Quite a number of drivers. Jonathan Zorlin, Phil Parker, Derek Hamill, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, Zach Winkle. For a minute, I thought the caution was back out again there. Kyle Matthews, Sebastian Kukulon, William Brock, Nathan Hudson, Trent Dunham, Angel Navarro, Adam Garcia, Kev Shearer, Jack Halleck, Zach Rogers, Johnny Gardner, Michael Norman, Mitchell Collins, James Qualls, Adam Flickinger, Vince Freeze, Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford, Benjamin Miles, Chris Dollarton, Aaron Macklin, and R.J. Bishop. And again, as for mentioned, Carter Friesen, remember his pit road incident that he had thanks to Turner and Young? Good news for him, mainly for Dylan Young's sake. He's out of the race. Turner's still continuing 7th, but Carter Friesen, after everything, has jumped up to 14th, and I guarantee you he has got to be laughing himself off for that one there. But it looks like throughout the rest of this race will be a 3-horse battle between Carson Gum, rookie Wes McCoy, and Andrew Miller. Miller to the inside of the rookie trying to get that second position. And with a good run right there, 31 trying to clear the 77, so that way his next goal will be the 10. You can tell they're trying to do this as quickly as possible, so that way they don't lose out right there. And I'll tell you what, Miller may get reeled in by Friesen. Remember, Friesen has more fresher tires than every other driver here. See Fitzwater, remember, this is not for position. However, JT Bryant may try and battle for that 5th position. Kyle Keith all the way now into 13th. He's lost all that ground. McIntyre, Evans have passed him, and Deaver now back into the top 10. Good rebound for that 3 team. Jesse Turner trying to reel in JT Bryant, Zachary Fitzwater for the second time there for the 6th and 5th position, but Turner's been losing ground. And Friesen and Jefferson, I'll tell you what, they've been using that draft, long distance and short distance, and they have been reeling in both the 45 is reeling in the 77 in the battle for the lead between Miller and Gum. Remember, Gum is trying to not only get back his points lead, but he's also looking for a second win. Miller trying to say not so fast. McCoy, you have to give him credit. He's been in desperation rebound mode the last 3 races, I want to say. And he has not been performing well. Today, he has definitely been redeeming for sure. But he better be careful because there is one hungry driver on the lead lap and one that's 2 laps down trying to make some work right here. I don't think it matters for Friesen. He really wants to get one of his laps back. I don't think he really cares. But this is all Andrew Miller at this point. Turner went down pit road and he's coming back out. Wow, a green flag pit stop for Jesse Turner. And this may put him a lap down. And Turner's going to hold up Andrew Miller. Look at this. Miller got held up by the 17, and now here comes Carson Gum. Wes McCoy catching up in their draft, and now Friesen says, forget you, Jefferson, I'm going to pass you regardless. But it didn't work. Oh, and Friesen about put him in the wall there. But we're coming up to the white flag, though. As Gum had a little trouble with Jesse Turner. This may be all for Andrew Miller. Seth Cole down pit road now. Does he have damage? Rob Evans and Pollard. A bunch of cars came down pit road. And McCoy couldn't hold on. He's coming down pit road. Surrenders third. Jefferson surrenders fourth. White flag is out, though, for Gum and for Miller. NNSCRA officials are trying to tell these drivers not to go ahead of these drivers here. But I think this may be Andrew Miller's race to lose right here because he's now 2 turns away from winning his first career T-Mobile Cup Series victory, and I think he's going to do it. Coming into turn 3 and 4 at Denver Motorsports Park. He's going to do it. Checker flag in hand, and Andrew Miller in a crazy, bizarre fashion. He's going to win here at Denver in a remarkable way. Wow, I thought Miller was going to lose it right there. The top 2 stayed out. Somehow, some way there. Friesen was about 2 cars away from getting one of his laps back there, but unbelievable race regardless. I think someone out of gas. I thought someone was. But regardless, though, Miller, your winner. Let's go through your top 10 results here. Andrew Miller with the win. Carson Gum second. Cole Deaver jumped up to third. Kyle Keith went up to fourth. Wow, he beat out McCoy, who was down pit road. Jefferson sixth. Fitzwater seventh. Eighth, JT Bryant. Ninth, Levi McIntyre. And Jesse Turner, first car lap down in 10th. So while you're seeing Andrew Miller, see if we can find Cole Deaver. Let's see what happened to the 3 car. I noticed it was a little bit ago. And I thought the caution was going to be out for it, but I guess not. That's clearly why. And it was Fitzwater. Wow, who would have ever thought the 3 and the 29 would tangle? But that's a bit of irony right there, really. Just make some contact right there, and that explains why they did not throw the yellow. They were passed below the apron. And there was no need to. Yeah, there was no need to throw the caution. Well, that explains that with no caution there. But in the end, Andrew Miller victorious here at Denver. Here are the results, and look at all the drivers out of the race after all that. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, sure give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, part the sub, and the subscribe button down below. as you've been watching production of the NNSCRA offline racing at its best. Congrats to Andrew Miller one last time the victory. We'll see you guys later for our next race. Until then, goodbye, everybody. Points at the end of the video like always.